Hello, everyone. We are both very excited to be here. My name is Max Bennett. I am the Chief Product Officer of Bluecore, and I am one of the co-founders of Alby, which is a company recently acquired by Bluecore. And I'm so excited to be here because what we're going to walk through today is some real, actually live use cases of agentic AI systems with real shoppers that have engaged with it, with actual business impacts. And I'm going to try and do as little talking as possible because I'm on stage with my wonderful partner, Marie. And she has been doing some incredible things on the QVC side of the business. Interestingly, you wouldn't think QVC at first glance is one of the more innovative companies in the world of AI, but in fact, QVC has been an incredible partner on the AI side where they've been driving a ton of change internally, and I'm so excited for Marie to walk you through what they've been working on. For a quick background, really quick on what Alby is, we are an agentic operating system for shoppers where you can embed shopping agents on e-commerce websites. And we'll walk more through that in a second. So off to you, Marie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marie Fleisher. I lead the digital optimization and operations team at QVC. I'm excited today to talk to you about exactly what Max said, our problem solving with new AI technologies on our digital platforms. First, wanted to really get started with just grounding you a little bit more in who our brand is, who our customer is, and ultimately the problem that we were trying to solve with our partnership with the Alby team. QVC, like Max said, you probably think of us as more of that kind of linear TV shopping channel platform, but really we have a multi-billion-dollar digital presence. It's across our website, across our mobile apps. We're heavily into the streaming space and also getting into the social commerce space as well. Digital is one of the places where we've really been leaning in as a team to try and innovate and stay top with our tech, and we're excited to partner into the AI space. From a customer perspective, QVC is really a largely female, largely woman customer base. We love her. She is a 50-plus woman as well in terms of age range, so a more mature audience and definitely someone that we were eager to better learn how AI is resonating for this older customer set. So with that, the ultimate challenge that we were trying to solve was trying to really improve our mid-funnel conversion rates. So as a retailer, very important to us, especially in the optimization space, to remove friction. And when we were thinking about ways that we could do that, we thought that AI might actually solve some of those problems for us. So I'm going to go through a few challenges that we feel like were solved in our partnership with Alby over the last year or so. All right. So our first challenge that we had is really all about our brand. When you go to QVC.com, a number of our items, but not all of them, have video content tied to them. When we put our items on TV, you get that live customer live answer from our hosts and our guests. They are the experts of all of our products, and ultimately give those customers that instant gratification of answers that they need to be able to make that informed purchase. On digital, our challenge is really how do we make that same scale come to life with that live Q&A functionality. So we thought that this was a great place for AI to try and pioneer and think about how we could bring it into our digital platforms in a broader way. And across our 100,000 plus catalog, we were able to utilize Alby to have it across all of our product detail pages and provide that live pre-prompted questions with instant answers for every single item. So regardless of if there was a cell like this item had on it, you're getting that live Q&A experience as though it was a live kind of expertise exchange. Another key cool piece of working with Alby on this and kind of leaning into their technology and innovation, we're thrilled to try and lean into the transcript space. So QVC, we have tons of video transcripts and just people literally talking for minutes, hours on end about our product, telling you the great key features and selling features of each of those items. It's a data point that should be very language rich for OpenAI to digest, and we're super excited to kind of see where that can take us in 2025 with the Alby team. All right, getting into our second challenge. So really wanted to look at solving the ultimate age-old problem of we do not know what one piece of data the customer needs to cart that item. You can get any amount of customers to your product detail page, and what they may want may be completely different than what the next person down the line on that same item may want. For AI, we thought this might be a really nice place to lean in and try and digest all of that helpful information and content, but have it easily accessible for the customer. When we think about customers that are coming to our platform, you know about our kind of 50-plus woman that is coming and shopping, but new customers are coming every single day. They may vary, they may be men. They could be anyone that's coming to our platform to shop, and we want to make sure that we have the relevant content for them to get the answers that they need to be able to purchase. So with that, wanted to go through a few examples within our assortment in the cook space and in the beauty space where we feel like it did a nice job doing that. So this first example is a KitchenAid stand mixer. So a higher considered purchase item for a lot of customers, and especially someone that wants to make sure they get this home and it actually is a product that works well for them. When you're looking at the kind of AI assistant experience on the right, that is embedded within all of our product detail pages today, which is out there live across our entire product catalog. I thought this did a nice job for the customer. It ingested kind of the warranty information, so no one likes reading warranty information. It's usually lengthy, buried within documents, manuals, et cetera, that come with products. Alby quickly ingests that information and tells you instantly, yep, it has a limited one-year warranty, so it may reduce that friction for the customer or the hesitation to purchase. The next piece about us is we do a lot of value pack-ups in our bundles, so why would you buy this mixer from us versus some other retailer? And for this one, the customer was really interested in some of those attachments that you saw. So the wire whip attachment, you can do some really cool things with that. You can make your own whipped cream at home. You can do other cool things with icing, et cetera. It does a really nice job quickly telling you as a customer what that item does, why I may want it here, and then I think the neat piece is it kind of gives you that full experience by giving a recipe. So AI can give you cool things like this, and it kind of gives that customer a more full sell of how that stand mixer could be a good value addition to your life as a customer. Next product category was beauty. So when I think about the beauty category, this is like the ultimate personalized experience, I think. Every customer's skin is different, how they respond and treat to makeup is very different, and I thought that this exchange was really revealing in how well Alby was able to respond to some of those unique needs for a person. Oily skin. A lot of people have it. It's something that you want to know the compatibility with the foundation you're buying or the makeup that you're buying, and Alby answers that question to, again, get you over that hurdle right out of the gate. Next piece is it kind of helps you understand, does it work well with other makeup that you're buying? So not every customer is going to just completely overhaul their entire makeup kit to just buy this one item, so you want to know if this is compatible, and it gets you through that instant answer out of the gate on digital. Last piece is really looking at that list of ingredients. While still feels a little overwhelming here, it is in a much more reader-usable format than if you were to kind of pull that label up, try and look at it in your kind of tiny images on your phone when you're trying to read this item. And within that chat experience, you're really getting all of your questions answered on the ingredients for the product. So I think a really unique use case. Not everyone would necessarily need to know about all of those ingredients, but it's a great thing for us to be able to quickly give the customer an instant answer on digital.
One thing the QVC team did that I thought was really cool is obviously there's lots of concerns around having an AI agent communicate directly with shoppers. And they had this internal task force where they had their legal team and a bunch of internal stakeholders effectively describe what are the guardrails on which they don't want Alby to be able to answer certain things and not answer certain things. And so we actually, within the Alby platform, have a way where they can sort of embed all of these guardrails and make sure they feel comfortable with the types of topics that it talks about. I don't know if you want to speak to that at all.
Yeah, it's an excellent point. I think probably a lot of you are dealing with a lot of the data regulations and what you can and can't say. Our legal team is super on top of it, and they're wonderful partners in this and trying to think about how we're getting into the AI space. So we almost have this like no-no words, like how is the AI able to respond, not respond to certain questions when it's in this very organic format. And they've been wonderful partners, I think, in thinking through how you're bringing AI into your own teams to think about considering partnering with as you go into this. All right. Getting to our next topic. Our next challenge that we really wanted to solve was UGC. So another place where the content can kind of be information overload for a customer, but we know how valuable and important ratings and reviews are to a customer's shopping experience. You want to understand how other real people, have bought and enjoyed the product or not enjoyed the product that you are looking at purchasing. For us as a retailer, we have hundreds, thousands of reviews on some of our product detail pages, and it's information overload. You're not able to get through it in an easily digestible way. We think Alby did a really nice job with this. From a UX format, it keeps you within the chat itself. So this is one of their skills, actually, that they've developed. It's one of the early ones. Max is going to talk about some of the other skills that are kind of coming in on the horizon. But really loved this. I thought it's in a really equal, even playing field of how this item is performing. It also gives a really nice UX and layout. So when you think about understanding the keywords, kind of the pros, the cons of an item, we want to be very balanced and truthful in what the customer is saying. Otherwise, it's not effective. So really thought that Alby did a nice job and AI does a nice job quickly digesting this for the customer in an easy way. All right, that brings me to my last challenge. So the last challenge, we actually kind of came across this through our piloting with Alby and better understanding the information and the engagement with the widget. It was not a challenge that we really saw coming, but it's probably my favorite example of the last year of working with this team. We really didn't know what we didn't know about the information and the content that we had on our platform. So as a mass retailer, with hundreds of thousands of items, it's really difficult to have that same kind of content experience, make sure that every single long description has all of the key bullets and details that you need, or do you have the warranties and manuals attached that the customer needs to make that ultimate purchase? And we really started to see some interesting things pop within the Insights dashboard. So this is a good screenshot of a very considered purchase, diamond earring. And we started to see this hypoallergenic theme pop up, actually. And what was interesting is when the teams really internally started getting into the data and starting to be just curious about what we were doing with Alby, they started to see this kind of theme across different product category types too. So we saw it in pillows, we saw it in sheets. And it was an interesting one because each of these questions that you're seeing prompted here are being driven by conversion by the AI. So like they're showing up because they're good questions and they're customers' questions that we actually really want to answer. And if we're not able to answer them in an optimal way, then we're failing the customer. So it's been fascinating, I think, to see some of those like data mining pieces take shape within the teams, across our taxonomy teams, our category merchants, and then ultimately bringing it back to TV too. So next time we sell these earrings, we could probably do a nod to the hypoallergenic nature of them and that it would actually be a good fit for them. So just really good data, I think, that we've been learning. Last but not least, we're here for results. So when we wanted to solve problems with this, it was ultimately trying to solve that mid-funnel conversion rate, get customers down the funnel faster, and hopefully cut through the noise. And happy to say we did that. We took advantage of a 90-day free POC with the Alby team in the summer-ish of last year. And I will say and preface, like, we used every single day of that 90-day POC to figure out the right mix for our customer. We started out and we were not seeing lifts, and it was something that we really needed to optimize the way the chat was functioning, the UX of the module, the data points that we were feeding in. The data foundation is so important, and so figuring out like what pieces were missing was a key and critical focus. And ultimately that location on the product detail page. So we didn't want to get in the way of customers who didn't need this feature. We didn't really think everyone would need this feature. But for those who did, we wanted to make sure we had it in an optimal place on the product detail page if we were going to be creating it for everyone. With those optimizations, we were able to get to that 1.5% lift in conversion rate. This is like true holdout control of nothing versus Alby being a presence on the page across our entire product catalog. So we didn't hold back on any categories. We put it on everything, and we really trusted in the test and the experience to tell us if this was beneficial for our customers, and we were really happy with the results that we got. Additionally, it was something that resonated on all platform types. So when you kind of think about your customer transaction experience, I think we showed a lot of desktop shops. They kind of look a little nicer in this format. But on mobile, we were seeing this resonate just as well as seeing the engagement on desktop as well. Last but not least, the PDP sessions engagement rate is kind of a KPI that I thought I'd share with this group. It's been kind of like our key leading KPI we've been tracking as we've been working with this widget. This did not start at 6.2%. We started at like 2%. So for us, this has been a key indicator of whether or not we're doing a good job of creating a good product for the customer. We've seen it grow with some of the improvements we've done over time. And ultimately, I think it also goes back to us better understanding whether or not AI, a feature like this, could resonate with our customer base. And I'm pleased to say, I think we have seen increases in almost every single product category as well, proportionately for the different businesses, but are really looking at this metric in a focused way. So with that, I will turn it over to Max to talk about a little bit more of the future of Alby, but we're excited for all of the things to come.
Thank you, Marie. If I could. Awesome. And actually, one really cool thing, in addition to the 6% on product pages, we actually across the board now see on average 25% of purchases talk to Alby at least once if you're using Alby on a website before buying. So on a given product page, it's 5 or 6%, but a lot of people now experience this before making a purchase, which is pretty cool. Okay, so in my last 4 minutes, I just want to give a little bit of sort of a look under the hood as to what is this Alby platform that we built. And really what we're focused on is making it as easy as possible for you folks to create shopping agents for your customers to make more money. And so under the hood, Alby is sort of these 3 key things. On the top here, we have these shopping agent experiences. You saw one manifestation of that, which is a widget on product pages, but there's many different manifestations. There's full conversational, full page views. You can embed Alby on category pages, search result pages, mobile app. There's a whole suite of different ways in which we make it really easy to embed a shopping agent. On the bottom right here, we have this agent studio where marketers and merchants and legal teams can go in and define guardrails, upload knowledge, information like transcripts, product data, all of that stuff to tune the system, to give instructions to the system, to monitor the system. So it really, you're letting an agent communicate autonomously with shoppers to sort of drive sales, but also humans are in control to be able to monitor how that is unfolding. And the bottom left here, we have this whole developer platform and console where internal machine learning scientists and engineers can actually build their own skills on top of Alby, connected to their own data sources, plug in recommendations, all that fun stuff. So Alby is really intended to be this agent operating system to make it really easy for you folks to embed this into various parts of the journey. And so one of the key parts of this is what we call skills. So today, the Alby sort of skill suite is relatively, if you find it on the internet, relatively simple. It's answering questions about products, making some lightweight recommendations. The future here is going to be imbuing tons of different abilities within this agent. So the first sort of suite of 3 that you see here that we now have available is visual matching. So it's going to be able to help you match products together. So if you're on a shirt, you can help match to pants. Outfitting, so we're going to be able to help people actually do styling directly in the widget. And then comparisons, so we can dynamically identify, given someone's session, what are the products they might want to compare against, generate that live, and have people actually go back and forth and update those comparison tables. And we also now can embed these Alby questions into other channels. So in an email, imagine a cart abandonment email, that instead of just saying, hey, remember this thing that was in your cart, we can actually anticipate what were the questions that might have been in that person's head that led them to abandon in the first place. And you can actually embed those questions with the answers directly in the email, or just the questions they click, land them back on the cart page, answer the question, and then continue the shopping journey. So this is all natively integrated into Bluecore, of course. And then the last one, which we're releasing very shortly, is a full product finding discovery flow. So you can imagine you're shopping for a laptop on QVC. It actually sees your entire session. It asks you an initial question. You can, in natural language, go back and forth, and it will ask you to put a full free-form question that you would never be able to put into a manually created sort of quiz, and then automatically searches through the entire catalog, identifies the products that are the best fit for the shopper. The beauty here is this is not a single quiz that you've constructed and you upload. This is an infinitely scaling, every shopper has their own custom generated quiz based on what we've seen them do on the website and what we've seen them purchase before, and all of that unfolding. We can even see what sort of filters they've added on search pages to change the questions that are being answered. So we're very, very excited to be sort of rolling this out because we think there's so many unique ways we can take the magic of a human-to-human interaction where you can sort of give the nuance of what your needs are into an actual shopping experience. So if you're interested, you can come to our booth, and we're happy to show you demos, and we're doing free proof of concept testing. So of course, if you want to try it, you can. And I don't think I have time for questions. Is that right? I do not. So, but if you want to ask a question, you can come find us. But thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.